it's not legal to text and drive, to our knowledge, there are no laws against broadcasting while driving. Here's yet another edition of the Hummer of Love.
Stay on the road, buddy!
On the Thrivetime Show.
Welcome back to another Hummer of Love edition of the Thrivetime Show on your radio podcast and download, where I literally answer your business-related questions while operating a wireless Bluetooth device from the insides of my H2 Hummer driving to work. The official time is 3:53. I'm en route to work, and we have a Thriver out there that wants to know. They want to know, how do you keep yourself from being starstruck when you interview a super successful person, or you get a chance to meet your mentor, or you get a chance to meet one of your entrepreneurial heroes? Well, I don't know if this message is going to be what you want. I'm just giving you the honest answer here. I'm never not nervous. I'm always nervous. I sometimes am starstruck. I would say many times I'm starstruck. When we've interviewed Wolfgang Puck on the show, my brain almost exploded. When we interviewed Pastor Craig Rochelle, my head almost exploded. Every day that I work with the people I get to work with, my head almost explodes. I interviewed Doug Christie, former NBA player. My head exploded. When I say, what does that mean for my head to explode? Well, I get so nervous. You get the feeling where it's like the sweat's going on. Just a little bit of a sweat above the brow. You get kind of nervous. You get little blotches on your skin, maybe. You just get kind of stage fright, if you will. You get that tension like it's the night before a big speech you have to deliver. Maybe it's the night before something you don't want to do. Maybe you're thinking about proposing tomorrow to the girl of your dreams and you're stressed out. Maybe you're a woman out there and you know that, tomorrow you got a big job interview or you have to fire somebody. You're just kind of angst, that feeling of anxiety. Yeah, I feel that. And then maybe the question to follow is, well, how do you get over it? Preparation is the key to having a better conversation as it relates to interviewing somebody. Preparation is key, just preparing. But beyond preparing, just for interviews, it's about preparation for everything. So, today it's 3:53, and maybe that's the first big teaching moment is I get up at 3. Why do I get up at 3? Well, I get up at 3 so I get everything done and prepare for the show and get the questions gathered and prep the outlines, and I do it every day, Now, I don't have to get up at 3. I could get up at a later time, but I prefer to go to bed at 9 and wake up at 3, and that's how I like to prepare for my day. Well, Clay, what about areas of your life you can't prepare for? Those stress me out. That's why vacations bother me. I don't like going on vacation because there's no plan. There's no, there's a plan. We're going to go to the airport at this time, but then the plan quickly changes because we're going to be delayed almost every time. So that frustrates me. Going to a beach, what's our plan? Well, we're just going to enjoy the beach. I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time, okay, just enjoy the beach. So, I prefer not to go on vacations. That's why I prefer not going out to eat with most people. I say most people, pretty much everybody, because there's not really a specific plan to the conversation. So how do I get over that? I literally will plan out the conversations that I will have when going out to eat. I do that. I will literally plan out what I'll do when I go to the beach. I'm like, okay, I'll read this specific book for this allotted amount of time. And that's how I get over it. But any area of my life where I feel some type of trepidation, some type of angst, I just make up for it with preparation. And when you prepare, you're going to win. The will to win is absolutely completely meaningless unless you have the will to prepare. I'm paraphrasing Vince Lombardi. But the will to win is absolutely meaningless if you also don't have an equally powerful desire, and perhaps a greater desire, to prepare. Selling franchises, the will to sell franchises, the big idea to start the business. It really doesn't matter. It's the will to prepare. No matter what you want to do out there, if you're listening today, whether you're self-employed or you work somewhere, if you want to win, you have to prepare. There is no other way to get there. There is no shortcut. You must prepare. So in interviewing somebody, how do I prepare for that? Well, I usually will pick up a copy of a book about that person. That's usually step one. And we'll usually then read as much as I can about that person. I then go to their website. I like to see what they have to say about themselves. I then go to other websites to see what other people have to say about them. I then like to go to Wikipedia to say what the independent Wikipediacs have to say about them. I then go to YouTube and watch interviews where they've been interviewed about various things. Then I listen to some podcasts about them. And 5 to 6 hours later, I have what I would call a rough outline. And then I go to bed. And then I wake up at 3. And I edit that outline again to make sure I'm not missing anything or asking a question that's dumb or that's nonsensical or that is just a waste of their time. So yesterday we interviewed Doug Christie, the former NBA player for the Sacramento Kings, the New York Knicks, and other teams. I felt very prepared to interview him because I had prepared my questions. And therefore the interview went well. I knew about his time on the Kings. I knew about the mutual affection that he and Chris Webber have for each other. I knew about how much he enjoyed playing basketball against Bobby Jackson on a one-on-one basis while playing for the Kings. He used to always challenge him to one-on-one games. I knew about where he went to high school and college. I knew these things because I prepared. Now, how did I get there? I prepared. So if you want to start a successful company, what do you have to do? Prepare. If you want to get jacked, how do you do it? You got to prepare. You got to make your food the night before. Work out during the day. You've got to prepare. Anytime you want to get there, you must prepare. My name's Clay Clark. I am a business coach. I like to end each and every show with a boom. So now that any further ado, here's a Hummer of Love edition of The Boom. 3, 2, 1, boom!